Okay, this video is going to be the boring one, but it might change or save your life. So, why it's going to be boring? It's because these ideas are just ideas. And these ideas, how to say, they will not be useful to you right now. This is the tricky part. How to remember something that's not useful to you right now, I don't know. Nobody knows. But these ideas helped me overcome and live through really, really difficult times in my life, like the worst. One of, yeah, okay, so what the worst time in my life? What do you mean by that? I mean, when my son was 2 years old, he had cancer. And at some point, we didn't know, I didn't know, if he would survive. Because there was a time, so it was eye cancer. And with that type of cancer, there are two options. Option number one, the cancer is still only in the eye. And then, if you remove the eye, then you basically fix the problem. Okay? And no eye, no cancer, then body is okay. Option number two. So with that, the chances of survival are like 90%, I think. So remove the eye, you're likely to live. Then another option is almost exact opposite. Is if the cancer already spread outside of the eye. Okay? So it will go into the head. From the head it will keep growing. Even one cell taken by blood, it will go to another part of the body. It will start growing there. And in that case, there is the likelihood of death is 70 to 90%. So can you appreciate the value difference, so to speak? It's like if you buy a lottery ticket, and it's not like, oh, I spent $5, I might win something. No, no, no. It's not like that. You get forcefully. Somebody gives you a lottery ticket and says, this is your number, and you can't throw it away. There will be a lottery. And if your numbers, either you die or you will win. It's like that. It's not, how to say, either you win or you not win. No, no, no. It's like either you lose a lot of money or you gain a lot of money. Either you will live, survive, and be happy, or you will die in pain in the next 6 months. It's that kind of situation. And I think maybe for yourself it would be easier because, how to say, if you have that, then you have that. You have what? Just fear of death, of your own death, but then you can decide what you are going to do with that. You still have a choice. But when it's your child, then you have no choice. Especially if it's a small child, like 2 years old in my case. The child doesn't understand what's going on. And the child doesn't know what will happen. And this is the worst, because you know that if it's the bad case, if that's the 70 to 90 death, it means half a year of chemo. Chemo is, losing hair, vomiting, feeling terrible, sleeping most of the day, having no power to do anything, having to sit with the IV for hours in a hospital or staying in the hospital, and you have no contact with your family, no friends, no play, no parks, no anything, right? That is your child's life. Can you imagine that? Like, unimaginable. And pain, of course. And so, although you take all of that effort and suffering to try to solve this problem, to try to win against the cancer, which is part of your own body, you still might fail. And in that case, what do you get? You get more pain. The cancer will go to your body. You will have pain, like you can't sleep anymore. Your child will suffer every day, maybe every moment of every day, crying. Why it's for me? Why do I have to suffer? Why it hurts? Daddy, it hurts. Please help. And you can't. Like, that was very difficult. And so, oh my God, I'm just talking about this, I'm starting to think about that. So, in that terrible moment in my life, there aren't many things that people can say or do to support you. Whatever you used to do before, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't work anymore. You know, like read some news. Yeah, why not? No. Like, it's just words. It's just like letters on the screen. It doesn't matter. It will not help. Somebody sends you a video. Oh, this might cheer you up. No, it will not. It might distract you a little, but 10% maybe of your attention will go to that video, and you still don't remember what that video was about because you just don't care. It doesn't help. You have a problem that can't be solved. And so you see, when I'm saying that I had to go through some difficult experiences in my life, I'm not just, saying, oh, I broke my leg. Oh, poor baby, you have to stay in the bed for 1 month. No, it's like really difficult. And so I've never heard anybody say that there are things more difficult than that. But actually, to be honest, I think there might be. And this is what I learned. Number one, when you have some problem in your life, when you have difficult situation in your life, okay, think about this. It could always be worse. Right? I mean, could it be worse than your situation? Oh, I got fired from a job. Could be worse. Oh, my leg is broken. Could be worse. My parent died. Could be worse. You understand? Even in my case, in that difficult case of expecting or not knowing whether, like, I was thinking about what kind of size my son's coffin will be. Like, do they make custom coffins? Do they have like a child-size coffin? I didn't know. And I was thinking about it. This is the kind of thought. You see? Yeah, you maybe you lost your job. Maybe your girlfriend left you, but you don't need to choose the coffin. Could be worse. In my case, I thought, you know what? As bad as my experience was, it could be worse. It really could be worse. Now I see war in Ukraine, and I see some people have it worse than I did. So this belief, as sad, as morbid, as negative as it sounds, will help you to look at your life from a different perspective. It's, like children, when they lose some toy or their toy breaks or they don't get what they want. Oh no, I want an apple juice. And you think like, dude, just chill out, This is not the worst thing that can happen to you in life, but children don't know that. For them, this is hard. So when something hard happens to you, know that there could be something worse, much, much, much worse. And what you have now is not so bad. And so remembering this will also help you remember that what you have now is so valuable. Appreciate what you have. This is important. Okay? One more belief. You've heard it, and I read about it in Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, where he describes his experiences in concentration camps during the Second World War. And what helped him and many other people is the belief that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know that I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not, but they say that when you break your bone, the place, and then it heals, the broken place becomes stronger than it used to be. You know, like the scar tissue is stronger than the original skin. Think about it. The nature makes broken things stronger than they used to be before they were broken. Okay? So same happens with you, with your personality, with your life. You will be stronger. Like after that experience, when I remember sitting on the floor in the hospital, eating my lunch, I remember, like, I don't think anything got me so much out of balance. And since then, so it's like everything now has a different perspective. You know, it's like zoom out and you see the full spectrum. And losing your job, or like people not liking you, or anything looks so much smaller because you zoom out, right? So then you look at this and you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So it makes you stronger, makes you more flexible. Yes, so those two things, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and just remembering that, you know, things are not that important. And there is one more point, which kind of is like, it's very, very related to that. I'm sure you've heard PTSD. It's so famous nowadays. Post-traumatic stress disorder. So stress or trauma, bad experience, can cause really bad and long-term effects. And but then there is one more thing, which is PTG, post-traumatic growth. And this is what I mentioned. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Okay? And yeah, I think those two things helped me survive a lot and overcome a lot, and made me stronger. Yeah, you see, I'm still alive. You see, I'm still happy. This is the most important point. I'm happy. Like, I'm telling you this, maybe not like in a cheerful way, but in my daily life, I am happier because of those terrible experiences. Because now I appreciate things more. I remember one time during that experience when I was going from the car in the morning to my son's hospital where he was staying, and maybe it was already after operation when they took his eye out. I remember I felt so bad. I was like, there is nothing in my life that's good. And then I looked up at the sky and I saw it was sunny. There was like a opening in the clouds, and it was a cold day, and the sun was shining, and it was warm from the sun. And I thought, well, that is good. So you see, even in the worst, darkest, terrible times, there is something good. And you need to learn to find it. And since I learned to find it, you see, with the belief of that I told you already, right? That what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And I'm a happier person. I am genuinely happier now than I used to be. And I'm less afraid of things. And I'm less stressed by things because I just zoom out and I see how unimportant things are. So this is my message to you if you want to listen to it. You know, you don't need to live through difficult things, but you have this belief in your mind because you never know. Like, life is not fair. There is no fairness. Fairness is a human idea. People are responsible for their choices, but you never know. Life is random. This is the worst and the best part. So you never know what will happen. And you want to know, and you want to think, you want to have the sense of control. But there is no control. Sometimes there is no. There are random things that happen. And you know it. In your mind, in your logic, you know it. But are you brave enough to feel it in your heart? Are you brave enough to not just know, you know, today I might die, or my family members might die? Yeah, you can, I know it, of course I know it. But are you brave enough? Are you strong enough to feel it? To kind of let it through you, to experience it? I don't know. If you're brave enough, try it. You will be happier. If you're not brave, well, it's okay. You can, like, nothing lost. This is your life. You've been living like this. But a word of warning. Many people, their life, their personality gets shattered when they meet the randomness of life. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, be brave now. Experience. Hurt yourself. Do you know that there is a difference between hurting and harming? Something that is harmful doesn't have to be hurtful. Alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, they are fun, they are good, feel good, but they hurt you. And something that makes you feel pain, something painful, doesn't have to be hurtful. It doesn't have to hurt, like damage. Like, there is a big difference, right? Pain and damage, they're not the same. You can bite your finger. Yeah, it hurts, but like, your finger is okay. 5 minutes later, you might forget about that. Okay? So think about that. And I will see you in the next video. You see, I promised this video is hard, but it's deep. Anyway, see you next time.